Many did. I wondered, seriously. But he has really dedicated himself. You know, the match that I would pay money to see is a rematch between Larry Donald and Samson Pahua, the man he beat in the trials to get to the box house. Pahua also a guy who Donald beat easily in the amateurs, but now is a very tough young fighter.
Hurt him with an uppercut right there. Very nice combination by Donald, and Ed Cooper covering up.
And it's just target practice right now. And you see Larry Donald, not a huge puncher.
That eye is just about completely closed, so Cooper's just not going to see anything that even looks like a hook with the right hand of Larry Donald.
What's really nice about what Donald's doing are the combinations. This is something that now we see almost all the time from him. Well, he may have passed his moment of truth in this bout. That moment in the second round when he was hurt with that right hand.
Not embarrassing to be hurt by Bert Cooper. I mean, he has whacked some very good heavyweights. Good right hand there.
Well, the two guys that are going to fight next week in Las Vegas for the World Championship both felt his power. Even Michael Moore in beating him in Holyfield.
Going to take you back into Bert Cooper's corner once again.
Here we go. Mouthpiece is there. I need water. Here we go. Water. Joe, water.
Water. I got it right here for you, Bert. And it's spitting to your right. Good round. You started working that body hard. Here's when you hurt. I need your back. Here, it's a 6th round right now. Let me push on it. Now listen to me. This is where you start picking it up because his shots are weak, are they not?
Yeah.
Fine deal. You got to throw me more hook. You can hook it downstairs, then come back up top. Easy. Wide open. Got to give me some hook.
At the voice of Jenks Morton in Donald's corner. Larry Donald throwing fine combinations. Look at that. The left hook followed by the right uppercut. And then comes back with 2 more punches. So you can see that he's not content to just throw 1 punch at a time.
Round number 6. Bert Cooper's game plan obviously was to take Donald into the later rounds. I'm not quite sure where all that came from, but that, in listening to Joe Goosen between rounds, is basically what he was saying. Now is when you got to get going.
I don't think they wanted to absorb this much punishment by getting him there. 56% landed by Larry Donald. As you know, anything over 50% is extraordinary. Even Cooper landing at a decent percentage, but not throwing enough. Cooper only threw 6 jabs in round 5. Donald threw 28 and landed 16.
Card, I would think that would probably be a little more lopsided than that. But
yeah, I've got Donald winning. He should have won all but 1 round. In fact, all but 1 round he should have won.
Unable to get on track here, and hard to imagine that changing. Donald laying in on Cooper a little bit more than he was halfway through round number 6. Cooper opens up a little bit, but not much there. Cooper's just abandoned the jab. He's just walking to Donald.
Yeah, he's walking in and absorbing a lot of punishment.
Donald's showing very quick hands. Nice uppercut by Larry Donald. Interesting is that Donald is beating Cooper at his own game.
Even on the inside,
exactly,
you're right.
Yeah.
He's showing better combinations, working both the body and the head, which Jenks Morton wants. I did not think 6, 8, 9, 10 months ago we'd be seeing this kind of Larry Donald at this juncture in his career.
No, nor I.
granted, some of it is Bert Cooper is not nearly what he used to be, but even at that, Donald's looking good.
Well, and he had been fighting up in the mid to high 230s, even in mid 240s at one point. Now he's down to 227. That's where he's comfortable, and he's effective.
New Nut Rage.
Right on him.
And the left eye, it might have been a thumb that got in against the left eye of Cooper. He can't see it all now. He really grimaced, and whether a thumb accidentally got in there or just hit that swelling in an odd position.
And now he really covers up. He may be in some pain now. Because Cooper is, if nothing else, a warrior.
Larry Donald throwing some fine combinations. And I'll grant you that Bert Cooper's not doing much offensively, but even so, you have to like the combinations that Donald is throwing. And that left eye is so swollen and so completely closed, I just wonder if they're not going to try and stop this fight at the end of this round.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be a bad idea, because he is starting to take a pretty good beating. He's not seeing anything from Larry Donald's right side coming. And now they'll take a look at it. And the fight's over. He can't see it all out of the left eye. I would have to say that's well stopped.
Absolutely. Bert Cooper could not see at all out of the left eye. Had taken a beating from Larry Donald. No reason at all to let it go on. The referee did absolutely the right thing. And for Larry Donald, that's about as good a performance as he'd like. And you know what? What added spice to it was the fact that Cooper did nail him with a couple of right hands and hurt him in the second round, which gave this man a chance to show his grit.
I was going to say, I think that may tell Larry Donald more about himself than anything else in this fight. So Bert Cooper, who continues to be a warrior, albeit now a trial horse, and in the 7th round, I mean, it was just putting an exclamation point on the whole thing. Donald out punching Cooper in the last round, 32-2.
Well, we're looking at a guy on his way up, and in Bert Cooper, a guy who surely is on his way out. At this juncture, Bert is, well, he's waving to the crowd. He was a battler. He was a warrior tonight, and in the sense that he absorbed a lot of punishments. Couldn't get off offensively, and for Larry Donald, a performance he'll remember for a while.
Yeah, very impressive performance from Larry Donald, and who knows, the next step for him may be a title shot. So Donald with a complete victory. Let's make it official now with Michael Buffer. Mike?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Lawrence Call has stopped the bout because the fighter fighting out of the red corner, Bert Cooper, can no longer see out of his left eye. The bout is called to a halt. The official time, 1 minute, 16 seconds of the 7th round. The winner by TKO, and still WBC Continental America's heavyweight champion, Larry the Legend Donald.
Well, the legend is starting to be not quite as absurd as it was a few fights ago. Larry Donald is a winner, remains undefeated, and who knows but that Riddick Bowe might not be back. We'll talk to him when we come back.
Back when baseball truly was the national pastime, ball players were heroes and great teams legendary. Now, Sports Illustrated brings you remarkable home movie footage of baseball's glory days in the award-winning 2-video set, When It Was a Game. And best of all, both videos are free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. When It Was a Game features
performance by you. It seems as if every time you face a guy that comes to you now, you're able to get that jab out there and keep him from coming any further.
Well, that's a part of me is using my jab, and when I use my jab, it makes it very hard for my opponents to get close to me.
Now, Bert Cooper did land a real good right hand in the second round. How hurt were you from that right hand?
I wasn't hurt at all. I was in very great condition. That's what you call being in condition. When you get hit with good shots, it don't affect you.
All right. Now, you were able to come back and do well against him, even on the inside. It's surprising for some to see you work the body and work on the inside as well as you did.
Well, I'm a lot stronger than people think I am. You know, I work hard in the gym, so when it comes time to fight, the fight will be easy.
Well, let's take a look, Larry, at the end where you were going after Bert Cooper.
I don't know.
His eye had been bothering him at that point.
Well, you know, I seen the weakness in him. When he put his left arm up, you know, making it go towards his eye, I jumped on him. I took advantage of it, and that was the end of the fight.
Combination punching is excellent. Let's bring in Jenks Morton, your trainer, who has done such a fine job with you. The combination punching of Larry Donald, I think, is one of the most impressive things about what he's doing now.
He has the best combination in boxing, this have to continue to use him. Sometimes he's kind of lackadaisical and won't use his punches correctly. But if we can keep the jab up, come on, Riddick, come on, Lennox Lewis, all these guys, bring them all on, all the great champions.